Welcome to the electric motor shootout for Boating New Zealand. Today we were testing the Torqueedo Travel 1003 portable electric motor and the Epropulsion Spirit 1.0. To compare these, we have the Mercury 3.3 horsepower two-stroke. These Mercury outboards have been around for years. They're regarded as the workhorse of the industry. They're just about indestructible and they're economical to run. Comparing that, we had the two electric motors, slightly reduced power output. These are 1000 watt motors with built-in batteries. So one complete unit, there's no separate fiddling with batteries or cables. Very, very simple to operate. You put them on, you connect them up, push the button, twist, and you're going. Going in reverse with the electric motors is even easier than with a petrol-powered motor. You just twist the throttle the other way and you go in reverse. Simple as that. Now these have got some quite clever electronics built into them. They have a kill switch, just like a old-fashioned motor. Now this is a magnetic switch which just sits on top of the motor. If you put this around your wrist, if you fall off, it kills the motor. They also have a GPS built into them. They can tell you the speed. They can tell you how many hours you've got remaining on the battery. What your current power consumption is, and you can adjust it accordingly. Now if you go closer to the propeller, you'll notice that these electric motors have got a bigger propeller than a conventional motor. These spin a little bit slower. It gives you a lot of torque. So these motors probably out-accelerate the two-stroke. However, they don't achieve the same top speed. So in our tests, we got to 8 knots on the 3.3 horsepower two-stroke. We got to 5 knots on each of the electric motors. Very similar performance on these two motors, as you would expect, because they're both the same power output. In terms of packing them up, these motors all come apart. The cable comes off, and the battery section comes off the motor. Simple as that. That folds up, fits into a bag, put it in the back of your car. No smell, no mess, no fuel dripping out, no smoke when they're running, and absolutely silent, as you'll hear on the video, or won't hear on the video. These motors, of course, differ in specifications. The Mercury 3.3 horsepower weighs 13 kilograms. The Torqueedo weighs 14.5 kilograms. And the Epropulsion weighs 18 kilograms. The Mercury retails for just over $1,000. The Epropulsion is just under $3,000, and the Torqueedo is just a touch over $4,000. So unfortunately, there is a price to pay for eco-friendly, for no emissions, for no smells, no fumes, no waste. And perhaps if you're boating in one of the pristine lakes, this is the way to go. Something worth considering is that two-strokes are getting increasingly out of favor. There's many places in Europe where you're no longer allowed to use two-stroke. Even in Lake Wanaka, they're actively phasing out two-strokes because of the pollution in the water.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.